Hey there, hey there, hey there, welcome to the studio. So tonight I have something I just got in the mail. I waited a long time for this. I have to tell you, I'm very excited about it. These are some new paint brushes that I got. I'm going to pull them out in just a second. But I wanted to take a second to show the packaging because, I don't know, not many people or not many companies take the time to package this like this. I bought these off of eBay from a Russian company. It has a little sticker on it that says thank you, positive feedback, appreciated. Bought them from a Russian company, and they sent them right away. It took a while to get here, but I'm glad they're here. I've been waiting for these to see what they are. But I like the fact that this is wrapped and tied with some twine here. So let's get that off of there and see what we got. I know what the brushes are. They are Roubloff brushes. Here they are. These are model 1010, I believe. Yes, model 1010. Pure Sable watercolor brushes. It looks like they come in a nice pack. If we can just get these out to take a look at them. So there we are. I should say I bump around on Amazon, on eBay, on a couple of the art sites, Blick and Jerry's Artorama. When I'm looking for new brushes and things, and I stumbled upon these, and they weren't that expensive. I want to try these. I believe these were about 35 bucks, less than $40 anyways, for, it should be 6 brushes, a size 0 through a size 5, and these are supposed to be Kolinsky Sable brushes, but I don't know. I'm willing to take a chance at I don't know, $35, $40, whatever they are, to see how they are. So I just pulled this out now. This is the number 4. The wood feels almost like it's raw wood, like there's no finish on it. Has a short-ish handle. Take that off. There is some glue on the hairs. Let's just get this wet and see if we can't see what they look like here. Well, that snaps back to a nice point. Boy. And from what I get on my hand here, that's holding a lot of water. Well, that's pretty nice. I can't wait to try this one out. So let me open a couple of more of these. Let's see. Here's the number 5. Oh, boy. Pull that off. It looks just as nice. I hold it up. See, it comes to a nice sharp point. Well, of course, they all do, when they're all still glued up a little bit. Let me just help that along ever so slightly. There we go. And run this around. Oh yeah, this one snaps right back to a nice point too. We'll see how this goes after we use this a couple of times. But boy, my hand is sopping wet. This hole is holding so much water. Here we go. Let's get a couple of smaller ones out. What do we have? Oh, I have the 5, the 4. Okay, here we go. Let's move down to the 3. There it is. Yep, not quite as much glue on this one. There's fewer bristles. And nice long bristles on this brush. I don't know, they look longer than the other one. No, they're about the same as the number 5, but just they look longer on this. Nice and springy bristles. Really nice so far. Let's see. I think I'm going to leave these here. I'm not going to open these. Let's just play with these ones for a second. I'm going to pull out my watercolor kit. You guys have seen this before. This is, well, it's mostly my M-grams. I've put a couple of other ones in. A yellow-green color here and a burnt sienna here. I'm not sure which they are, but we've got those in there. So they're mostly, at this point, M-grams, not totally. And a sheet of paper. This happens to be bee paper, I believe. Yes, I'm sure this is bee paper. Just looking back over my shoulder in the studio to see the packaging. And this I just got on Amazon. Oh, anybody can get it for, I don't know, 50 sheets for 20 bucks or something like that. Something in there. Let's see what colors. You know, my son was asking me the other day what my favorite color is in watercolors, and right now it's this beautiful turquoise. So I just want to see what kind of water we've got here. See if I can use this and just, wow, I can pull this way down. This holds a lot of water. This is the number 4. I should have no paint on my brush at this point in time. Just water. I can really pull that down. Wow, I can pull that out a long way. Part of that is the fact that that paint is so vibrant. And let's see, if I'm just doing this, I'm gonna get some paint on my brush. Does this snap back to a good point? It does. And let's see what kind of a fine line I can make with that. Well, not bad. Not bad. If I twirl this a little bit coming out, it looks like I can get to a finer point. Let's see if I can make a thinner line. Yep, there we go. That's a nice thin line. Let me grab the biggest one here. This is the number 5 that I got. Grab a little bit more paint. Now this will spread out just exactly the same as that one. Get all that paint off my brush, or most of that paint. Let's just use this to, it's a lot of water on there. This brush holds a lot of water, I can tell. I know this because I'm going into my water up here, and then I'm dabbing it off on an old sponge, and I've still got plenty of water on here. There we go. Just a nice wash. And let's see what we can do for a fine line on this one. Wow, that's a nice line, a nice thin line for a size 5 brush. Let's just twist this a little bit, see if we can make it come to as fine a point as we can. Let's see if we can get a little thinner than that. Yep, I can get a little bit thinner than that. I'm having a hard time seeing the screen there. I can get a little bit thinner than that. I hope you guys can see that. And now, those come to such a nice point. I'm curious. I'm going to pick out the number 1 brush. Pull that off. Let me get that nice and wet. Get any of the glue off of those bristles. Just let me see, whoops, what I can do here with my turquoise. Wow, that pulled a lot of paint out. I pulled a lot of paint out. Here we go. I'm going to try to do a nice graded wash here with this brush also. Doing the same method. I'm going to put a little rectangle down. I'm just going to tell you what I do. You guys have just seen me do it twice. Put a little rectangle there, then wash my brush. Use that puddle of water to pull it out a little bit more. Dip my brush. Dab it off. And repeat the process and make a nice graded wash. With a thinner brush, it is a little harder, so sometimes you do get some lines on there. That's okay. Let's see how this brush is going to do. Sometimes, let's see, there it is. That brush, I just went into it, pulled it right back up. Brush is doing fine. Nice line. I can get a thinner line than that, I'll bet you. Let's see, I gotta hold it just about like, There we go, a nice thin line, and it drew it all the way down with no issues, which means it's holding a lot of water. I can't wait to use these. I got to tell you, I'm excited after seeing this, especially how these come back to a nice point and hold a ton of water in them. These are surprisingly nice brushes. Okay, so I can't wait to get out and use these out in the real world. And I just noticed that my camera went dark while I had this out. I put a piece of white there, and the balance on my camera makes it go dark a little bit. I hope that wasn't too dark. If it was, I'll try to fix it in post a little bit. But I just want to show you these brushes. I just got these. Literally, I've been waiting about a month and a half to get these in. I'm so excited, and I can't tell you how stoked I am that for under $40, I've got some brushes that really show a lot of promise. I can't wait to do this. I promise you, I will be using these and let you know how they go over a little bit of time, how I find them. Anyway, that's all I've got for you tonight. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.